Hey guys, welcome back to the Role Players Podcast. This is Mac, your Dungeon Master. Last time on the Role Players Podcast, Evelyn Vesneva attacked the city guard. What will happen? Will they get away? Will they be free? Well, I guess you'll have to listen to find out. Make sure that whatever your whatever system you're listening on, make sure to go down, leave us a review. It's really helpful to getting our podcast to other people. Thanks so much. Hope you guys enjoy.
The guard captain steps out, and he has a pistol in his flintlock pistol in his hand, pointed right at your father.
Okay.
Stop right now! This is insurrection.
I think that's the point. And whose turn is it?
We're not in combat right now.
Okay.
Technically out. Your father pulls his sword is out, and he points it right at the man who's pointing the weapon at him.
Yeah.
They stand there, eyeing each other for a little bit. You have a chance to do something if you want.
Okay. Let me see. How far are they from me right now?
Well, they're not too far. They were from the gate, so they're probably about 20 feet away from you.
20 feet away? Okay, so I don't have to double dash then. Okay.
No. If you wanted to, you could try to go for him.
I'm gonna run at the guard captain and try to disarm him.
Okay, I want you to do a dexterity check just to see if you're quick enough that you can get up on him before.
Okay, shit, that is not something I'm good at.
Really
So, 13.
Let's see if he beats. Oh my god. The bullet isn't even fired before you hit him, and now I'm going to do a strength check to see if you can take him to the ground.
Okay, do I need to make a strength check too?
Yes.
Okay.
I want to see if you can beat him.
16.
Oh wow, yeah.
Or 18 if it's athletics.
You bowl him straight over. He falls right on the ground. What do you want to do? That's just part of your...
okay.
You can still make a...
I'm gonna, if I have my bonus action still,
Yeah.
I'm gonna smack him with the blunt end of my weapon. Just
Okay.
daze him a little bit if I can.
Yep.
11 plus 6, 17?
Yep, you hit him.
Okay. 8 damage.
So you hit him, and he seems hurt, but he's able to react. And he pulls the pistol up and points it right at you and pulls the trigger, and it misses.
Yes!
It flies wide past your face, but you could feel it.
Oh, yeah.
You could feel it. You could feel the burn on your face a little bit, a little sunburn on your face from all the gunpowder that just got blown all over you. And before you can react, your father comes in and kicks him in the face.
Yes.
And hits him.
Go, Dad. It's like take your daughter to work day.
Yep. And knocks him out.
Oh, shit, yes.
So, anyway, all the guards are incapable, and your father goes, nice thinking with the gate. Brothers! And he points at the gate, and the two men go to the gate, start closing it, and you can tell that they're trying to close up the gate.
Yeah.
Then, as this has happened, because of the gunshot and all the screaming that's been happening, people are starting to trickle out of their houses, and they're trying to see. Many of them have weapons in their hands.
Oh, yes.
They think something has happened, that maybe brigands are attacking or something. And your father steps out and looks at the group and says, "There are soldiers coming. We have to get ready. They'll be here by morning. They will kill us all." And one of them looks angry and goes, "This is your fault. We wouldn't be in this situation if it wasn't for you."
It does not matter whose fault it is. What matters is that we are all in danger and we need to leave. We can debate whose fault it is later. But for now, if you want to survive, we're going to leave.
Leave where?
I look at my father.
Your father says, I released a messenger pigeon right before I left. Hopefully they will be here by the morning. If not, I guess we'll have to fight.
So I'll turn back to the man that was yelling. So you see your choice. You either come with us and have a chance, or you stay here and face something that is certain.
And your father goes, "Yes, we need to hold until we see the boats." And then he turns to one of the men who wasn't one of the sons of Prakan. Mm-hmm. He goes, "You, go stand out in the cemetery overlooking the bluff. Watch the shores for a boat. It will be here by this morning. Take some people with you. Take shifts." The man shakes his head, scared, obviously, and he runs off. His 2 brothers go with him.
Yeah.
By this point, the gate is shut, and the man you knocked out, and the guard captain, who is bleeding, by the way,
and Lloyd?
from the face. Well, yeah, Lloyd, the one you
is
knocked out,
okay.
and then the guard captain are being dragged upstairs into the cell. Okay. He goes, everyone, grab a weapon, and there are muskets in the walls and stuff. So people start grabbing weapons, and they start moving to the walls and just getting ready, I guess. Okay. So is there anything you want to do? People are basically just holding up, ready to, fight if need be.
Can I use my whole... What is it again? The mouth of the Highwind. Would that work on...
It's temporary, so it wouldn't help yet.
Okay, I'll save that then.
Yeah, and it probably will only help a couple people because it was just meant for...
And none of our people are really injured, so I can't really...
Yeah, no one really got caught.
I think I might lay on hands myself just to push myself up back to 11.
Yep, you do that.
Okay, so I have 2 left I can use in emergencies.
Yeah. Time passes, and your father comes to you and says, "Come with me." He runs, and you get a rope, and you weave it into a ladder with some wooden rungs, and you place it on top of the well so that people can walk down with 300 feet. By the way, 300 feet.
Eesh.
And he also pulls out another rope, which he ties into a knot that you can put around, if someone's elderly. Yeah. But, this is a pretty hard town, so most people who live here are capable of doing stuff. But for the most part, people are just running around, trying to grab stuff, trying to get stuff. And the man who was yelling, who seems like he was, a big member of the town, runs up to your father, and he starts... While he's getting all this together, finishing it up. He goes, "What is this? You never told us anything about the that you were part of the Sons of Purkan."
It did not seem necessary at the time.
It didn't. You didn't think about it. This happened. My livelihood is gone. I'm not going with you. You're crazy.
If we had told you, would you have been any safer?
He goes, and he just walks away. Obviously, you're right. He runs off, and do you want to do anything else? I mean, basically, the plan that your father is telling to you is that you will wait until you see the boat, and then once the boat is there, people will go down the ladder into the caves, get out through the caves onto the beach, and then go along the beach all the way to where the pier is, which it's maybe a mile.
Okay. I think I'm just going to kind of try to help people that look like they need it, like the older people or people with a lot of younger kids.
So, people start filing one by one. People are still at the barricades watching. And basically what you guys do is you're loading up provisions, food, that sort of stuff, and you're lowering it down in baskets once some people have gone down, mostly women who aren't going to be fighting, who go down the ladder and are grabbing baskets full of food, full of, items that you could sell for money or things that you absolutely need, like tools or that sort of stuff. But between food and stuff, you're starting to get people down into the caves, which are wet. So people are going to be sitting in water, basically, for a while. But you start lowering down children, elderly, women, anyone who isn't going to be fighting or holding the gate. So, what do you want to do? That's happening, basically, right now. That's what you're going to spend your morning doing. Is there anything you want to do else in the morning it's starting to get into very early morning. Like, you can just see the sun starting to come up.
I think that since all those people seem like they're pretty set, I'm going to go up on the battlements and join the people who are... Like, was there anyone kind of keeping watch on the road?
So they're basically just all sitting at the battlements.
Right. Okay, so I'm going to go up and join them.
And you go up and you stand next to one of the men who's a little younger than you, like maybe a year or two. His name is Turvit.
Turvit, okay.
Just the guy you know. And he's holding a musket that's shaking in his hand slightly. His beard that's just starting to come in shakes a little bit as he says, "I won't blame you for this. We've got everything locked down. There are people across the entire barricade, And Vera, the huntress, she's out at the switchback, watching for people to come up. She'll warn us when people are coming.
That is good to know.
Is there anything you need from me?
If you do not want to fight, we will not force you to.
And he kind of looks at you, and he looks back into the city like he wants to go, but he then locks eyes with you again because he knows he has to be there for his family, for his father, for his grandparents. He has to stand and fight, at least for now. And the people you see along the wall are people that you've grown up with, that you know by name. You know their families. You know what they do for a living. You've lived with them for like 20 years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they're of all ages. They're men, and there's some women of all ages standing on this wall. Old men, young women standing on this wall, ready to hold it. So is there anything else you want to do, or do you just want to wait?
I'm going to kind of do the little Perkins symbol real quick and just kind of guide us.
Cool. And I'm going to give you a long rest because you're waiting.
Okay.
And so you get all your points back. Anything?
And other than that, I think I'm just waiting.
And you wait, and it's hours, and the sun is already up. It's late morning right now. It's like 10 in the morning, and you almost doze off because you haven't slept at all.
Yeah.
And you see a figure running across the plain, and you know it's Vera, who is the huntress, and she has a musket in one hand, and she's sprinting across the field.
Okay. I'm guessing that's pretty much our signal that they're coming.
Yep.
So I'm just gonna yell out. I'm gonna give everyone a little bit of temporary HP with that ability. I'm just gonna yell out, "All right, this is it. At the ready!"
People start, getting ready, and they start pulling back the matches on their flintlocks, and they start readying. 4 men run to the gate where they open it real quick, and Vera scoots in, and they throw it back, throw the block back in, and shut the gate. And Vera runs up, sits next to you, and you sit there, and there's eerie silence. No one is talking. No animals are talking. The town is silent. There's nothing happening in it. Everyone has gone down. Your father and all the other sons of Perkan are sitting at the gate, and you still haven't heard anything about the ship yet.
Okay. Can I see at all in that direction from where I am?
No, you can't see at all.
Okay.
This wall right here blocks anything you have. And the man who is sitting there with his friends taking watch, they haven't run back in yet.
Okay.
Being able to tell people, hey, the boats are coming.
Okay.
Right?
I kind of want someone to go and check on them.
Okay.
Guess, who was it? Turvit, I think you said?
Yeah, Turvit, yeah.
I'm going to turn to him and I'm going to say, go check on the men who are watching for the boat. This does not feel right.
He kind of looks around, and he passes his musket off to someone who doesn't have one. And he whips off through the town.
Okay.
And as you're listening to the silence, you start to hear footsteps.
Okay. Vera's right next to me, you said?
Yep.
Okay. Very quietly, I'm going to ask her, how many of them did you see?
At least 60.
Shit.
You start to see a cloud of dust rise from the switchbacks, which means to you that there are people coming up it, and there are about 60 people, right? And you wait for a while longer, and you start to see horses come up, and they're in the distance, right? So this is about 800 feet out. Definitely not within range of your muskets, And you start to see horses come up, riders. And behind them you see a line of about 20 infantry, and you see a cannon roll up with it, which is it's behind a horse, right? And it's being packed.
Shoot. Oh.
But you guys are sitting there, and they don't seem to be running or
Yeah, because they don't know anything's happened yet.
Yeah. They don't seem to be running. They don't seem to be too concerned about what's happening. But once the cannon's up, the horses go in front with the cannon in the middle and infantry behind. And you can see they're kind of joking around. There's guys, yelling, and there's some, whistling, singing, that sort of stuff coming from these men. And they're starting to approach closer.
I'm gonna look back and see if I see Turvet running this way at all. Nothing still?
You do see Turvet running.
Okay.
He goes, nothing yet.
They're here. Get up here.
He retrieves his musket from the person that he took it, that he gave it to, and he gets to the wall, and he throws up on the floor. Just his nerves, he can't handle it. You know what I mean?
I pat him on the back a little bit.
He kind of looks at you like, ugh, don't touch me. But they start to get closer. They're within 200 feet.
Mm-hmm. How far is let me check. How far musket range is? Do I have one right now or no?
You don't have one unless you ask for one.
Okay. Then I think I've just got my glaive and a pistol.
Yeah.
Flintlock musket?
Yeah.
Okay, so they're not within range yet.
Well, you can do past that, but anything
really
past that,
shot.
well, yeah, you get disadvantage on any shot that's at this range or higher.
Okay. So then, I guess I'm going to kind of signal for people to hold the fire.
The people around you notice it and kind of hold back.
Yeah.
But like I said, they're not everyone can see you.
Right.
But people are noticing that it's not within range yet.
Okay.
Okay, I need to do a quick check to see if they notice anything. Because you guys are literally standing on the top of the wall. They don't seem to notice that you guys are standing there. Most people are down or just peeking up.
Okay.
And so they are within 100 feet of you guys now. Okay. They've started to roll up. Okay. At least the horses are.
Right. How many people do we have on the wall right now?
Sorry, 30 people. You have 30 people on the wall with you.
Okay.
There's only about 15 muskets. The rest of you have maybe 1 or 2 muskets that are in the village that are owned by the people. Vera has her own musket. She's the huntress.
Yeah.
Other than that, people are holding whatever weapon they can get their hand on.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So how far are they from us now?
Have you waited any since 100 feet?
Oh, no,
Yeah, they're at 100 feet.
Okay, I got distracted. I didn't hear you say that. So they're within 100 feet?
Yep.
In which case, and they haven't noticed us still?
Mm-mm.
As much as I'm kind of hesitant to kill people that are just here to do their job, they're also going to kill us if they find out, so I'm going to signal to fire.
Okay, so people go up past the wall, and you just hear a thunder of just cracking go off. And the other side of the wall, which couldn't see you, they hear the thunder, and they reply with another round into the men. And I'm just going to... 17. Pretty good hits. So it's a pretty good shot. The people that are shooting happen to get it pretty good right on target. Mm-hmm. And you start to see people falling over. Give me 1 second. I'm going to roll 2d20s. And there we go. That seems about right. And you see the horses, which were the first to be hit, just start falling over. And the men on top of them. And a couple of the infantry get hit. But all in all, there's still, probably 4 horsemen left. There is the cannon, and infantry are starting to mobilize, and the infantry are starting to pull the cannon around.
Okay.
And orders are being yelled, and it seems chaos because it seems like the commander was killed in the volley.
Oh, shit. Okay, so I'm not at a range where I can shoot them with my pistol. I mean, I could, but it would be a terrible shot.
You would just get disadvantage on it.
Yeah, and I'm not very good with that anyway. So I'm keeping an eye on the cannon so I can tell people to get down when that goes off, when that's going to go off. And I'm going to shout, reload!
So people have already been reloading.
Yeah.
But there's a return fire from the men there. The cannon's still not ready. Oh, wow. They are really trained. Holy crap.
Oh, shit.
So they are right on target, and you start to feel people just drop. And beside you, you hear the man that Turvet gave his gun to. You hear him screaming he's been hit.
Okay. Has he fallen, or is he still okay?
Oh, yeah, he's on the ground. I mean, he's screaming.
Okay. I mean, is he off the wall, or can I still get to him?
Well, it's just a dirt ramp leading down, so it's not like
wall,
and then you fall off the wall.
I'm gonna lay on hands and give him a hit point to try and stabilize the wound
so
at least?
you stabilize the wound. He's not bleeding anymore, but he is not happy.
Okay. I'm just gonna say, go.
He can't move. He's just been hit and he's bleeding, and you stabilize it so it's not bleeding anymore, but he's still hurt.
Shit. I'm gonna kind of apologize and get back up to keep an eye on things like I was.
So then, after this, you look down the wall and you see that 2 other people have been hit on this side of the wall that you can see. One of them looks dead. Another one is also hurt, and she is pulling herself away from the wall.
Okay.
And your side returns fire, and it misses wildly, and you only kill 3 men who are infantry. And at this point, the cannon booms. And it hits the gate.
Okay.
And you hear a splinter as a small dog-sized hole.
Oh God.
Is punched straight through it, and you hear another crack as you hear a building behind in the town being struck, and you hear screaming. And as this happens, I want you to roll a perception check.
Perception. I have advantage on those.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Good thing.
Yeah. Same. God, 7.
2 7s. I have never seen that before.
it.
So you don't notice it until he is right on top of you, and another round is fired from the infantry. Wow, they are really well trained. Holy crap! So
I really shouldn't be surprised.
Another volley strikes, and Turvit falls to the ground, and the back of his head is completely missing.
Oh no!
He's dead instantly.
Oh God!
And what? Oh, you notice right behind you, someone puts a hand on your shoulder.
I'm gonna look.
You turn around and look, and it was the boy that was sent to go look for the boats. He goes, "They're here. I talked to your father already. He says to go."
Okay, I'm gonna turn. I'm gonna start yelling. Everybody, fall back! Take the wounded. Get to the wells. Somebody, give me a damn musket.
So you on the ground see Turvit's rifle. His musket.
Oh yeah, shit. Grab that then.
So he says, "Go. Your father says he'll hold."
I want other people to go first.
So people are already streaming away from the wall, and maybe one other person is standing up on the wall.
Okay. Who is that person?
You don't know who that other person is. Vera left with the rest of the people. So it's another person. But you're guessing on the other side of the wall that your father and probably the other sons of Perkun are at
Taken
least
off.
there. But you start to see people streaming off this set of walls toward the well.
Okay. So looking out, is the musket loaded right now?
Yes.
Okay.
He managed to load it.
Okay. Can I see the guys, like, do they look like they're reloading the cannon or anything? Or do
Yes, they do.
Okay.
Not very much time has passed since they last fired a volley.
I want to shoot at one of the guys that's loading the cannon, like specifically, to slow that down.
Take a shot.
Okay, and that's the dexterity based, I'm guessing?
Yes.
So I'm proficient, but not really.
You're proficient, you'll get your proficiency, but you don't have any dex modifiers.
Okay, so come on. 13?
You just hit, so you're going to do half damage.
Okay, what's the damage roll on musket again?
The damage roll for that?
1d10 and then cut 1d10 and then cut in half. It looks like. Okay. Here it is. 2 damage.
2 damage. So you manage to graze the man's shoulder, and he falls backwards in pain and also in shock. But he immediately runs back to the cannon and starts loading it, and it's almost there. They're starting to ram it back in.
Gonna reload the musket like I have to, and as I do, I'm gonna duck down behind the battlements, and I'm gonna kind of yell for other people to do the same if I can.
So the other shot goes off, the person else on the wall, and let's see if they hit. They miss terribly, and you see it was one of the weapons that was from the town, an older version, and the end of the barrel just explodes.
Okay.
It's no longer a usable gun.
Yes.
And you start to hear behind you, people are going down, and you hear the boy who had been looking for the ships. He turns and he says, "Next, everyone else."
Okay.
And right as that happens, the cannon goes off.
Oh no, kid, no.
The cannon soars and clips the top of the gate, and it breaks the piece of lumber behind it, and the gates swing open.
Okay.
And the cannonball wishes up into the air, and you can hear it flying over the bluff.
Okay. No one got hurt, though? Just the...
No.
Okay, good. Okay, well, seeing that has happened, fall back.
So people start falling back, and you see your father on the other side, and he goes to you and he says, "Go. Me and my brothers will hold this place. It is our fault."
I will not leave you here.
You will.
I give him a hug, because I know my father is a stubborn man.
Just like you, right?
Yeah.
He goes, "Go.
Perkins' blessings, I love you, and I'm gonna..."
I'll see you in the next life.
And kind of trying to hold back the tears, because I'm gonna go to the well.
So you go to the well, and you hear cannons going off. You hear rifles, and your father sounds like he's giving them a good show. These three guys, and you hear screaming. You're guessing that he has gone inside the guardhouse, which is where he was heading, and they are holding that the gate.
Yeah.
Anyone that comes through there that is getting shot, basically.
Yeah. Okay.
So you go down the ladder and you pull really hard, right?
Yeah.
And it comes tumbling down.
The ladder does?
The ladder comes down.
Okay.
You were the last one through.
Okay.
Anyway, all the people around there are like, where's Casimir, your father? Where is he?
He's protecting us. We need to go.
So you start streaming out of the cave. People are being helping the elderly, and you start making your way, and you get to the river, where one of the people gets a rope, and he's a younger guy. He can wade across and hold the rope so the elderly people can cross the river by holding onto the rope. And you get to the other side of the river where the beach is, and in the distance, about a mile off, you can see the piers. With a lone boat sitting at the pier. What do you want to do?
Okay. I'm still in the back. I'm just gonna make sure that no one is coming through the well after us.
People
people
start streaming out, and you don't hear anything too strange or anything like that. But you do roll me a perception check.
Okay.
You do roll me a perception check.
Yeah. Ooh, that'd
18.
be good. Let's just see what I have with advantage if I got a 20. No, okay, 18.
Okay. So you see a lone man sitting on a horse in armor out by where the switchback is on the other side of the river, all the way by the bridge that crosses the river. He seems dumbfounded. And you see him ride off.
Okay. How far is the river? How far across is
So
the river?
he's here, so it's not very far. He has to go up probably half a mile into the...
I mean, like, how wide is the river? Like...
Oh, you're already on the other side, right? Or
I
you're
was
waiting.
still waiting.
Yeah,
back,
people are going across, and you only have about 40 people. You're seeing...
What I wanted to know is if I could shoot at the guy, if he was...
He's not close
Definitely
enough.
not close?
Yeah,
Okay,
like, especially even
I'm
with...
pretty sure I know what he's going to do.
You can still try and shoot at him if you want, but that's noise.
Very much... Yeah, never mind then.
Yeah.
I was just gonna...
And you still hear muskets in the background, too, by the way.
Okay.
So your father's still fighting, and people are going across, and finally the last person, a younger man, crosses in front of you.
Then I'm going to also cross now that
So you cross, and people are already streaming down the beach.
Okay.
And it takes a couple minutes. You guys are moving quickly. You're not, waiting too much.
Yeah.
And finally, you hear, and all is silent.
Perkun, watch him.
And you've been watching,
And
right?
then I finally cry. And...
Finally cry.
Yeah. I don't know if the dead eye has tears.
It does.
Okay.
It's
so...
one white tear from your dead eye.
Okay.
And you finally, and you guys are basically at the piers. The people at the front of the line that had crossed first are there, and they're starting to load up into the boat. And you see 5 horsemen start to come down the road.
Okay.
This way.
Yeah. Okay, so damn, they're already across the bridge. Okay.
Yeah, and you're guessing that they're probably going to go through the path, through the woods.
Okay.
and try to get to
How
the
long will
docks.
that take them to get?
It'll probably take them 5 minutes or so.
5 minutes? Okay. Pick up the pace, they're coming!
So you start to get there. Are you going to go straight to the boat, or?
I'm gonna stand at the path.
So you're standing.
I'm gonna, again, I'm letting other people get ahead of me.
Yeah. So you people are loading up. People are getting everything in, and people are almost done getting into the boat, and you start to see the 5 horsemen run down the path. Part of the bend. They come around the bend in the path, and you can see them.
Okay, so how far are they at the moment from me?
They're about 400 feet away from you.
Okay, and how many people are still getting on the boats?
There's about 10 people left, and they're
Okay.
they're straggling behind mostly, and they're carrying things, and people are they have the gangway and stuff. So you could probably run, and people are probably gonna make it.
Okay then.
From your guess, at least.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna do that then. I'm
So
just gonna.
you turn your back on the horses that are riding, and a lone shot goes off in your direction, and it misses you completely.
Okay.
I mean, they're very far off.
Yeah,
they
I figured
probably
as
shouldn't
much.
have. They probably shouldn't have shot. But you start to get there, and everyone is in the boat, and you run up, and the gangway is pulled off, and a man turns to you and goes, "Where's your father?"
He stayed behind. He did not make it.
Damn that man! Come on, help me! And he starts to undo the rope that ties them to the pier, which is made of stone, which is the only way to keep it there, because when the ravaging happens, it fills this entire area with it. So anyway, a man with a large stick goes to the back of the ship and pushes off against the land, and the ship starts moving out. But as you do this, the horsemen ride up and they start firing shots at you guys.
I'm gonna return fire.
Awesome, give me
With
an
my
attack
musket.
roll.
Okay. Nope. That is not.
You missed. You don't hit, but they're returning fire, and everyone is ducked down at the moment. People are just pushing the stick, and that person is not hit.
Thank God.
And
It's a good thing I have reach weapon.
you are up to sea, and the mains are dropped. The main sail is dropped, and you can feel the wind pushing against you toward the ocean. And shots are being returned, and you seem like you're out to sea.
Okay. How far away from the shore are we at the moment?
You guys are getting out there. Shots are still being fired at you.
Okay.
But you can wait a little while if you just want to wait to get out to the ocean.
I don't think it's worth wasting the ammo at this point.
Okay.
I'm just gonna duck down as well. And
Okay, nothing seems to happen. The only thing that happens is that you can see just in the distance the horsemen turn and ride back into the forest.
Okay. They are gone.
That was close. My name's Tarvit, by the way. No, not.
I think that was the kid that died.
That was the kid.
Turvit and Tarvit. It's gonna be very confusing.
I had a name. I had a name for him. God damn it. What's his name? I had it right here, and now it's all. His name's Vuk. My bad.
Okay, Vuk.
Yes. He goes. You know where we're heading, right?
Line? No. Out of character, completely blanked on it.
You don't.
Okay.
Well,
Oh,
I mean, you
I
haven't heard.
forgot, I thought you had mentioned.
Your father never told you where the boat was heading.
I was not informed of that, no.
We're going to the New World, to Paradonie,
Okay.
to an elvish city named Baelo. We will be able to hold out there for a while. Go down, make sure all of your village members know where to put their stuff. It's in the bunk.
Okay.
And as you walk down the ship toward where he mentions to go down below deck, you look out and you see the sun above, and you know it's going to be a long trip.
Thank you guys again. This has been Mac with the Role Players Podcast. I hope you guys have really enjoyed this episode. We will be back again next Friday to release the next individual podcast. The next episode will be with Brooks and his character. I hope you guys enjoy your week. Make sure to go to wherever we are. If you're listening on YouTube, make sure to go down below. Leave a review, leave a comment, If you're on YouTube, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're on Stitcher or iTunes, make sure to leave a comment and review us. It really helps us spread our content to other people who might want to listen to it, as well as helping us know what you guys want. There you can ask us any question, as well as leaving a comment in any of the reviews, and we'll make sure to answer them first time in the next role-playing session next month. Another quick plug. Make sure to go to our website. Our website is a great place to see other content from me and the other players. I do a lot of drawing when I Dungeon Master, so whenever you guys are hearing what we're playing through, I probably have something drawn. And if that's something you're interested in, or maybe you want to ask us a question or get in contact with us, our website is a really great place to get together and talk about stuff like that. So thank you guys so much. Hope you have a great day.